Good morning and welcome to this segment of the program. Inwagata no Sahai is my name. I feel so happy to come your way this morning and add value to your day. Feel so happy, and I believe you had a beautiful sleep, and today is going to be very rewarding, very rewarding. Now, I remember a particular day I was having a training session with a branch of a particular commercial bank, and while having that training session with them, somebody asked me a question and said, how do you see a situation whereby, as a matter of fact, I was speaking on the issue of teamwork, which is a subset of soft skills. Remember, soft skills are relational skills, they are relational competencies. So when I was discussing along this subset of soft skills, teamwork, the issue of effective teamwork, for peak performance, somebody asked a question. He said, how do you see a situation whereby you gave somebody a task, you gave somebody an assignment, and because that task, that assignment is not part of his or her job description or departmental responsibility, the person refused to do the task? And this is just the fundamental bottom line. The purpose of a team is to solve problems. And when you find yourself on the payroll of any team, you are there to solve problems. This is just so critical, this is so important. And so, if you are given a task outside your departmental responsibility, if you are given a task outside your job description, it is very important that you exhibit the quality of flexibility towards handling that task. So important. If that task at the moment is conflicting with your immediate departmental responsibility or job description, you just tell the superior officer that gave you the task to hold on for you for a little while to wrap up with what you are doing, and when you are through, you go and do that task. Why? The success of the team you are a part of is your success. And now there is another very beautiful angle to it. The task you do on your daily routine is a task you are used to. You actually don't engage so much creativity to do that task, and also there is really nothing new that you are learning. But do you know that the opportunity to carry out tasks or assignments outside your departmental responsibility or outside your job description, outside your regular routine, is an opportunity to go to school without paying school fees? It's an opportunity to learn. This is what you do in your normal departments. You do it every now and then, you are used to it, but you have been given a task outside that regular routine or outside your departmental responsibility or outside your job description. That becomes an opportunity for you to add expertise to expertise. It becomes an opportunity to learn. That is why you need to exhibit the characteristics of flexibility towards such responsibility, towards such assignment. The opportunity to go to school without paying school fees. The opportunity for you to build more capacity. The opportunity for you to learn. The opportunity for you, to add more value to yourself. Because in the course of doing that task or assignment, you may just discover that you don't know anything about it. And then you start asking questions. How do I do this? What do I do regarding this? What do I do regarding that? So, apart from the fact that it helps you to solve the problem of the organization, the purpose of a team is to solve problems. The success of the team you are a part of is your success. It also gives you an opportunity for you to build more capacity, for you to add expertise to expertise, for you to add experience to experience, and that makes you more valuable. So when you get to the top, when you are promoted to that department, you see yourself that by then you would have built more competencies. This is just so important. I also remember when I was also discussing with a branch of another bank, and while discussing along the issue of teamwork also, somebody asked me a question, a team leader. He said, how do you see a situation whereby you have 10 team members, and out of these 10 team members, 2 of them are bent on frustrating you. 2 of them have just concluded it will not work. This team will fail. This team must fail. And they exhibit this in their actions and their inactions. You see, it's so visible. So visible. So what do you do in such a situation? This is my recommendation. Just call the persons involved one-on-one. You have 10 team members. Out of these 10 team members, 2 are bent on frustrating you. Just call the person involved one-on-one. Treat them like a father, like a mother. Talk to them. Make them understand the need for them to, make premium contribution to the success of the team, for them to be available for the team to work. and then give them some latitude of time. If they improve, acknowledge that improvement. Call them and also acknowledge it. If they don't improve, give them a second chance and then talk to them to improve. After a while, if they are not improving, this is my recommendation. If it is within your power to change them, please do. If it is not within your power, recommend them to your superiors. Recommend to your superiors the need for them to be changed. Just as a chain is as strong as its weakest link, that is how a team is as strong as its weakest team member. Those two team members that are bent on frustrating the team, they are not willing to change, they are not willing to improve. Those two team members can just become, a virus in the system that can get the system totally corrupted. That is why it is very important that on the long run, if they are not improving, if it is within your power to change them, please do. And if it's not within your power, recommend to your superiors, the need for this person to be changed so that the team can move forward. This is so important. I was also training the staff of another organization, on a particular day, and the manager of that particular branch of that organization asked a question. He said, how do you see a situation whereby we are having a team meeting and trying to address a team issue or the issue of the branch or of the organization, and then you try to solicit suggestions from the team members, and all of them just fold their hands looking at you without saying a word, and you are expecting them to make contributions, to make suggestions, so that you can see how we can solve the problem at hand, but all of them just fold their hands, they are not uttering a word. Now, that can be very frustrating for a leader, where you have people that are supposed to be there for you, contributing ideas, but anytime you call them to contribute ideas to team problems and issues, they just fold their hands and they are looking at you. Now, it's a serious situation, and if you look at it from a very critical angle, that could just be their own way of fighting against your leadership style. A situation whereby 15 persons are seated, 20 persons are seated, 10 persons are seated. There is a team issue, there is a team problem, there is a company challenge. You are trying to solicit for ideas. Nobody is making any contribution. They just put their hands, they are looking at you for you to close the meeting, and then they all go back to their duty post. That can be very frustrating, and it could just be their own way of fighting against your leadership style. And that is why, as a team leader, it is very important you understand the essence of possessing significant soft skills. That is why I've been teaching from this book, The Power of Soft Skills, on the issue of soft skills. And there is a chapter that says that no soft skills, no leadership. Because in leadership, you don't lead buildings, you don't lead equipment, you don't lead motor vehicles. You lead people, and you lead through people. And it is so critical you possess people skills. Your team members just folding their hands and not making contribution to team issues could just be their own way of fighting against your leadership style. They can't sack you, they can't beat you, there's nothing they could do. The one they can just do is to fold their hands and frustrate you while you are trying to solicit for ideas for team issues, on team issues. That is why it's so important, you watch, how you lead them. So critical. Now, conclusively this morning, I was also training the staff of another organization, and a member of the team, when I was doing the question and answer session, asked a question. He said, how do you see a situation whereby whenever we are holding team meeting, or the team leader will allow other team members to raise their hand to make idea contribution, for towards team issues. But whenever I raise my hand, the team leader does not look at my end. The team leader always shut me down. He always say, Johnson, don't worry, drop your hand and all that. And that has been a recurring decimal for a very, very long time. Now, the challenge could just be the way you present your opinion. There is difference between suggestive expression of opinions and commanding expression of opinions. Now, despite the fact that you may be older than your team leader, you may have more academic qualification than your team leader. He is the team leader now. So your idea contribution should always wear the garment of suggestion. This is so important. I believe lots of value have been added to you today, and I also believe you will want to reach me for us to take things to the next level. My phone numbers are 080-6686-5060. It's right there. It's 080-6686-5060. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I'll still be the amiable Inuarata no Sahai. Your day is so blessed. Thank you.